My name is Terry Keltner. I am from East Tennessee. I grew up in Seymour and have been here all my life. I am a financial planning specialist with Morgan Stanley Wealth Management.
My name is Frank Nystrom from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm the sales director for Threads here in Knoxville.
My name is Samantha Lane. I work for King University, helping people go back to school. I grew up on Army bases, so I don't really have a from, but I spent my formative years in Chicago. I moved here to attend school at UT and just stayed.
My name is Dan Goss. I'm originally from California, from a small town. I joined the service and did some traveling and finally settled my roots here in Knoxville. And I run a restaurant downtown, Downtown Grill and Brewery. And I've been here for about 20 years or so.
My name's Sarah Love. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am a chef and own a catering company called On the List Catering in Chattanooga.
My name is Kim Henry. I am originally from Blount County. I was born and raised there and moved to Knoxville to attend UT. Go Vols. And I live now in downtown Knoxville. Have lived downtown for about 10 years. I work for Northwestern Mutual as a associate financial representative.
My name's Eric Coffey. I grew up in Bristol, Tennessee, graduated from East Tennessee State University, and I've made Knoxville my home for the last 25 years. I work for Genentech Bio-Oncology here in Knoxville.
My name is Corey Dixon. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm originally from a small town in West Tennessee, Brownsville, and I work at WIVK.
My name is Shelby Swihart. I'm originally from Jackson, Michigan. My daughter and I moved here December 31st, so we are new residents of Knoxville. I am in marketing and outside sales at Exact Tile.
My name is Tim Ferraris. I'm from right here in Knoxville, and I'm an attorney.
My name is Chelsea Stevens, and I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I work with Capital Financial Group as a financial planner.
I think what inspired me most about becoming a candidate was having children of my own. You know, I have been so blessed to have healthy children, and so I thank God every day for that. And so being able to give back to those children that are in need of the money so that they can find the cure that they need for their children.
I had this bright idea to call Lori Friel, and I was going to offer a guided fishing trip as a moneymaker for LLS Knoxville. And the next thing I knew, I became a candidate for Man of the Year, and I don't know how she did it, but I got hooked, and now I'm the Man of the Year, and all I wanted to do was offer a guided fishing trip.
My inspiration for being a candidate for this year is Jim Lipinska. Jim and I worked together at Northwestern Mutual, and Jim was Man of the Year in last year's campaign. And he and I spoke about how we could continue our investment, I guess, in LLS, and decided that I should run as a candidate this year for Woman of the Year.
What made me want to get involved in LLS, a few weeks ago, I was kind of having like a rough patch. Just needed a sign to make sure, you know, I made all the right decisions to move my daughter and I here. And I happened to get on LinkedIn and see a post saying, you know, ask me about, you know, Man and Woman of the Year. And so I approached Kristen about it. And right from the get-go, I was like, this is it. This is my sign.
I think I was humbled. I was asked, so it's hard to turn it down. I've always been drawn to do something with LLS just because this is something that has the potential to impact so many different people. So when I was asked, it was, I don't know, hard to say no.
Christy Napper got me involved with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society to be a candidate for this organization, and I was just really blessed and honored to be considered. And the fact that we are helping children is really important to me because I think children are our future, and it's important to make sure that we keep as many of them as we can around.
I was asked to become a candidate, and I had kind of taken a reprieve from being involved in certain organizations for a while to catch my breath, and was thinking about getting involved in some certain organization, and this just happened to be great timing and a great organization to be involved with for a lot of reasons.
Lori Friel inspired me, but you know, she really just made me think. And one of the things she said is when she asked if I knew someone who actually was affected by leukemia or lymphoma, of course, I have several friends and acquaintances and family members who've been touched by cancer in some way. So it just made me realize that it can actually strike young people who there's no way to prevent it. And so that's really what inspired me.
What inspired me to become a candidate in this campaign was my sister, first of all. She was diagnosed in the summer of 2006 with leukemia and battled it bravely for 9 months. But unfortunately in April of 2007, she stopped fighting it. Unfortunately, we lost her then, but we continue the fight today, and that's why I'm here.
My sister is a leukemia survivor. She had leukemia starting at the age of 3 years old when I was just 9 months old. And I grew up as a young child at the hospital with her. So I was, a big part in her treatment growing up there.
My mother-in-law was a big reason I decided to do this. I had a conversation with my husband when I was approached with it and said, it's a daunting task to raise that much money, but she was met with the daunting task to survive, and she's done it for 10 years.
What I hope to accomplish by raising funds for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is to kick cancer's butt. That's one of the things that is very important to me. I don't directly have a link to leukemia or lymphoma, but I have experienced death of family members. My father in particular died from a cancer, and so that's very important to me to be able to help say that I've helped in the fight against cancer.
I hope to raise as much money as I can for the continued research for the cures of leukemia and lymphoma. So if you're diagnosed, it would almost be like diagnosed as having a cold. Take this, you'll get over it.
I think what I hope to accomplish the most is the awareness, and again to raise money for research, because we all want a cure and we all want answers. So the more that we can all do and give back and raise money, the better off we're all going to be.
I guess when we started the campaign, we all met at the Proton Therapy Center, and in the lobby I saw a victory bell. So I guess if I were to dedicate it, it's going to be to the next person that rings the bell.
I hope to accomplish in all this is to become an advocate for LLS. I had no idea what it even was until I did some research, and to see what money goes towards.
It's one of those that I think really goes under the radar that people don't hear about as much and don't realize that we really have the ability to create a cure and not have to worry about this one type of cancer anymore in the future.
I lost my father to cancer in 1985, and thinking that that's been such a long time ago, and the technology and all the improvements that have been made fighting the disease of cancer itself, there's no question that there can be a cure to this disease. And the more awareness, education, funding, any type of involvement from any group or any type of individual, I think will lead to that cure.
Hopefully, raising funds for the campaign will not only just help with research opportunities, but create awareness. I think that there's, until I talked with Lori the way I talked with Lori, I didn't really know, and I didn't know the average age that was affected. And so that just means the more people that I can talk to, the more informed that they'll be about it too.
I hope to accomplish several things with this. First and foremost, I guess awareness. Every campaign needs awareness. Obviously, I hope to raise money. I'd love to win. I would love to take Pam to the celebration at the end and do this for her.
Katie definitely inspired me to be a candidate. Watching her last year running for Woman of the Year, I'm just so proud of her and everything that she's accomplished. You would never know that she was ever sick. She's accomplished so much in her life, and we're all so proud of her, and she's just amazing.
You know, they say to set your goals big and dreams big, but I really hope to accomplish a miracle. The dollars I raise and the funds I raise could really make an impact. I want to see this disease disappear. I want it to be something where somebody is diagnosed, but it's really not that big a deal. I think it can really be that. I think there's been so many advances made, really even recently, and I think that through my help and the help of the others in the campaign with me, we can really make an impact and make blood cancers, leukemia and lymphoma, we can make them go away.